everyone, my name is Dr. Jessica Payne and I'm a chiropractic nutritionist, and thank you so much for joining me as I show you how to perform an ear and sinus drainage technique. Now it's very important, I like to show everyone a few pressure points before we start the technique, and that's because our lymph system is it's almost like our sewer system of our body. And it's very important that our lymph system is flowing at all times, and that's why people will feel congestion in their sinuses and their ears if it's stagnated or stopped. So the first thing you're going to do is identify the collarbone, which is right up here on him, and you're going to go just above the collarbone, and you're going to put light pressures with your finger up and down the collarbone. And I generally say press about 50 times up and down to really get the lymph system moving. Now the lymph likes to pool above the collarbone, so it's really important that you just kind of warm this area up. Another great place to apply pressure and to stimulate the lymphatic system is by finding the collarbone right here, the inner side of your collarbone, and go down just about an inch, and you'll feel kind of a divot, and you go ahead and rub vigorously in that area, and that is the kidney neurolymphatic point, and oftentimes it can be very tender, and you just go ahead and rub it for about 30 seconds or so. Then you can go right to the middle of his sternum, and the thymus gland is right below it, so go ahead and rub that for roughly 30 seconds as well. And the final area, the final reflex to locate is 1 inch below the nipple line, and it's in the ribs, so go ahead and do that for me. Go 1 inch below the nipple line, there you go, yep, and go ahead and rub in circular motions, perfect. And go ahead and just let your patient or whoever is doing it rub that area themselves for about 30 seconds, perfect. Next, what I like to do is do what's called a crown pull. The crown pull will go ahead and get your sinuses as well as the tissue prepared to drain. So what you can do is go right to the forehead and separate, almost like you're pulling the skin apart, like this, all the way to the top of the crown right here. And I generally say do this for about 30 seconds, or 3 times back will be perfect. I'm going to do it one more time. This can also alleviate a lot of neck and head tension. And now you're ready for the ear and sinus technique. What I like to do is use essential oils. They'll definitely intensify the effect of the technique. So I go ahead and I apply only pure and therapeutic grade essential oils. And I'm going to go ahead and start with lavender. Now when I apply the oil, I just put it around my pinkies, and my pinkies are going to go into the entrance of the eustachian tube. And the motion that I'm going to do with my pinkies is I'm going to go up and down like this 20 times. Then I'm going to go back 20 times, I'm going to go down 20 times, and then I'm going to reposition myself to go forward 20 times. So let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to go ahead and put my fingers in your ears. I'm going to go up and down 20 times. I'm going to go back 20 times, alternating each side. Downward 20 times. Now I'm just going to reposition myself. Perfect. Next I'm going to go ahead and use purification. Purification is great to soothe and cleanse the skin. I'm just going to put 1 drop of purification on my finger. And then I'm going to also dilute it by using a carrier oil. It's very important that you dilute the purification and the next oil as well. And it will be very gentle on the skin and won't burn or irritate the inner ear. So I went ahead and diluted it. I'm going to put my fingers back in your ears. And now I'm going to go up and down 20 times. And I'm going to go back 20 times. I'm going to go down 20 times. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and pull forward 20 times. Now, if you notice that you've got excess oil on your hand, what you can do, or on your fingers, you can rub it on the back of their ear and down their neck before applying the next oil. And the last oil that I'm going to recommend using is peppermint. Peppermint can be very cooling and also can possibly irritate the ear if you put too much. So just put 1 or 2 drops of peppermint oil on your finger, and then be sure to dilute it using coconut oil or carrier oil such as V6, almond oil, or even olive oil. Those are great oils to use. Any seed oil is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put my fingers back in your ears. I'm going to go up and down 20 times. I'm going to go back 20 times. Down 20 times. And lastly, forward 20 times. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and put the excess oil on the back here of his ear, his mastoid process, and down his neck. Now, if he starts to feel that the peppermint is irritating, what you can do is apply more carrier oil or dilute the essential oil more. So let's say it's bothering him, I would put a couple more drops of the carrier oil, the V6 that I have in my bottle, and go ahead and put them on my fingers and then rub it where I had put my fingers in his ears. Now, you should also let your patient know, or let the person that you're doing this know, that they may start feeling drainage immediately. It could be their eyes, their nose, even in their throat. So just be aware, and that's very, very good. That's what we want, is the drainage to occur. Now, to learn more, please check out my website at www.livingyourlifenaturally.com. Thanks, and have a great day.